Welcome to Vietnam, an S-shaped country in Southeast Asia that feels like a different planet altogether. If you thought you knew Asia, think again. Here are 10 mind-blowing facts that make Vietnam one of the most unique and unforgettable countries in the world. Number 1. The country that breathes motorbikes. There are over 75 million motorbikes in Vietnam. That's nearly one bike for every single person. In cities like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh, 90% of the traffic is motorbikes. You'll see entire families on a single scooter, people hauling furniture, fruit stands, even refrigerators. Crossing the street, don't run, don't freeze, just walk slowly. Motorbikes will curve around you like you're part of the current. Number 2. Women run Vietnam. Vietnamese women are known for their beauty, but it's their strength that really stands out. Over 40% of businesses here are led by women, the highest in Southeast Asia. They balance careers, family, and tradition without breaking stride. They're loyal in love, smart in business, and open-minded with foreigners. In Vietnam, power wears heels and smiles. Number 3, street life is the real life. Sidewalks in Vietnam aren't just for walking, they're where life happens. Barbers set up mirrors on walls and cut hair under the sun. Locals gather on tiny plastic stools to eat, laugh, and drink iced tea or beer. At night, the same streets turn into food courts with sizzling grills and live music. Number 4. Coffee. Stronger than your feelings. Vietnam is the second largest coffee exporter in the world. But Vietnamese coffee is on another level, strong, rich, and served with a twist. You'll find egg coffee, coconut coffee, and salt coffee on every corner. They use Robusta beans, which are stronger and more bitter than typical Arabica. Even the smallest alley might hide a cafe that changes how you feel about caffeine forever. Number 5. The floating markets are real. In the Mekong Delta, people shop on the water. Dozens of boats meet each morning to sell fruits, veggies, noodles, and more. Vendors hang their goods on bamboo poles so you know who's selling what. Number 6. The women propose, and the men move in. Among Vietnam's ethnic minorities, love works differently. In tribes like the Red Dao or Hmong, it's women who choose their husbands. And after the wedding, the groom moves in with her family, not the other way around. It's romance with ancient roots and modern soul. Number 7. The biggest cave in the world. Son Doong Cave in central Vietnam is the largest cave on Earth. It's so big, it has its own forest, river, and climate. Sunlight filters through ceiling holes, letting real trees grow deep underground. Only about 1,000 people are allowed to enter each year. Number 8. Farming giants in a small country. It's the world's top exporter of cashews, black pepper, and dragon fruit. And it ranks in the top 3 for coffee and rice. Number 9. Vietnamese is one of the hardest languages in the world. With 6 tones and hundreds of pronouns, Vietnamese is as challenging as it gets. Number 10. A country of spirit and celebration. Vietnam celebrates everything: life, death, love, and legacy. With over 8,000 festivals, there's always something happening. From dragon dances and lanterns during Lunar New Year to love markets in the hills, it's a country built on memory and movement. People worship ancestors, visit temples, and believe in a world where past and present are always connected. And it's unlike anywhere you've ever been. In the heart of Europe, where Gothic spires and stone bridges meet stylish cafes and modern trams, lies a country that doesn't just preserve history, it lives in it. This is the Czech Republic, a land of quiet confidence, natural beauty, and deep cultural layers. With a population just over 11 million, This compact country packs in more character than most nations twice its size. At the center of it all is Prague, a city where time stands still and beauty moves in silence. Prague rests on both sides of the Vltava River, winding through red rooftops, cathedrals, and centuries-old streets. The eastern bank bursts with life. Old Town, museums, street musicians, and the iconic astronomical clock. The western bank is quieter, more residential, where locals live simple, stylish lives. Together, both sides paint the perfect picture of a city that respects its past while embracing the present. Public transport is smooth, quiet, and affordable. The metro is clean and uncrowded, and the trams run almost everywhere. On time, every time. But among the architecture and cobblestones, there's one detail you won't miss: the women. Czech women are effortlessly elegant. Tall, fair-skinned, light-eyed, they walk with quiet confidence and dress with subtle grace. They rarely seek attention, but they get it. They're not just beautiful. They're educated, independent, and fluent in multiple languages. They value intelligence, conversation, and substance over flash. They carry themselves with balance, fashionable but not flashy, friendly but never fake. There's a mystery to them, and a calmness that draws you in. Outside the capital, nature dominates. Forests stretch endlessly, villages dot the hills, and rivers roll silently beneath stone bridges. Czech nature feels untouched, quiet trails, fresh air, and skies full of stars. This isn't a country that overwhelms you, it humbles you. Czech people are smart, really smart. Literacy is near 99%. Education is universal. Thoughtfulness is a norm, not an exception. They've been through empires, revolutions, and quiet separations, and yet they stay peaceful, proud, and private. After Czechoslovakia split peacefully in 1993, the Czech Republic joined NATO and the EU. Today, it's one of the safest, most stable countries in Europe. But perhaps most striking is the country's secularism. Over 90% of young Czechs are atheist. Religion plays almost no role in daily life. And you feel it in the way people live, free, curious, and unbothered by dogma. That freedom spills over into personal expression. Tattoos are everywhere, especially among the under-30 crowd. People dress how they want. They speak how they want. And if you're different, they don't care. This is also one of the biggest adult film hubs in Europe, alongside Hungary. A surprising detail, but one that reflects the Czech mindset. Do what you want, as long as it's your choice. Walk the streets of Prague, and you'll see layers of history in every stone. The astronomical clock still ticks, the Charles Bridge still stands, and statues of saints watch over the river. Even the modern architecture blends in beautifully. The dancing house curves like it's alive, offering cafes and views along the water. And then there's beer, cheaper than water, served everywhere. Czechs drink more beer per capita than any other nation in the world. Locals are friendly, warm, and incredibly well-groomed. Eye contact turns to a smile turns to a memory. You'll hear laughter in quiet squares, music in the metro, and peace in the silence. Crime is low, streets are clean. Czech cities are some of the most livable, safest, and most beautifully preserved in Europe. You'll see pride not just in how people dress, but in how they care for their country.